Good morning. This is actually take 2 of Sunday current events. If you guys remember last month, back in December, Department of Homeland Security published a report which we really all need to pay attention to. It made it very clear that Americans could not survive 6 months on their own. We couldn't. I mean, me included. If grid went down, I'd be so screwed. I mean, more ways than one. This report encouraged us to prep. Now, I did a video last month on it back in December, and this is the second one I'm doing on it. It's not a part 2 or nothing like that. It's just things we need to think about. We have our own government. The people in this country used to be prepped for anything. They would be ready for anything, whatever hit them. Because these are where the things passed down from generation to generation. At some point, that stopped. Why? Why did it stop? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know. We should still have that mindset that, anything can happen. Job loss, an economic disaster, a massive stock crash. And let's face it, there are more people now that are in the stock market than there was in 1929 when it crashed. Now, there was quite a few people in it, just not like there is now. I mean, this would be a monumental disaster. Well, I'm not going to say would be, it will be. Once it crashes, they can no longer keep it up with smoke and mirrors. And that's just, it's a matter of time, to be honest with you. They can only keep propping up for so long, and then that's it. They can't keep it up anymore. So, the report made it clear that we should be ready to survive 6 months to a year on our own. Why? Why that long? Why that time frame? Well, here's the thing. We don't make our Transformers anymore. I'm going to be 47 on the 24th. And I don't remember them ever making Transformers here for our grid. Which is kind of weird when you think about it. Because their currents over in Germany are different than here. They use a completely different system. So why in hell are we having Transformers for our system made over there? It doesn't make sense. This is stupid. I don't know who thought this up, but it's stupid. And so were they. Now, moving on. What can we do to prepare ourselves? Because we've already seen somebody's furloughed. Didn't get a restful night's sleep. The cat, that just got here last week, is in heat. Nice, right? Anyway, we need to look at everything. We have China threatening to put ships in what they're calling their sea, which is actually part of an international, passage for ships, saying that they will start ramming them if they get anywhere near these islands that they've built up. And they are going to reunite China and Taiwan. Okay, here's a crash course. Here's just a quick look at how Taiwan established. Before Mao came into power, the government that was there was part of an imperial government. And when it became clear that they were not going to be able to hold on to the reins of the government, a lot of the wealthier parts of the Chinese government fled to Taiwan. So Taiwan, technically, is Chinese in nationality. Even though they are their own sovereign country now, they are still the descendants of the people who fled from China right before Mao came into power and his bunch of hooligans. Now, come back up here to 2019. After 2018, Jinping made it clear there will be a reunification of Taiwan and China, one way or another, and I don't even want to think about what that other is going to entail. Alright, now, also, while people are focusing on this wall, I don't give a flying fuck about it. Because let's face it, all the bad guys are here. MS-13 is here. We have Vice Lords, we've got Crips, we got Bloods, we got Mobs, Italian, Russian, Greek, Jewish, the whole shebang. It's here. So there's no point in putting that wall up. I mean, there's no point. All the elements that Trump wants to keep out is already here. Hence, his speech on Tuesday, we talked about all these awful things have been done to American citizens at the hands of aliens. What aliens? That's my question. Were they from the Middle East? And they were known to decapitate people? Because I've had encounters with Mexican people, lived in Florida for 21 years, and Tony's dad's Mexican. They're not known for beheading. They're not. They're a little more civilized than that. No, that's Israel and Saudi Arabia. That's a bunch of brainless barbarians running those countries. Here's the deal. There is no point for a wall. None whatsoever. They are also talking about getting rid of Maduro. Like they really have that. Like, that is not their choice. He's being inaugurated. Okay. So he didn't really have anybody to run against him. There was no one to really run against him. They knew better. Maduro already knows Bolton's coming for him. And unfortunately, these countries that are in league with Washington are turning against him. Paraguay is cutting ties with Venezuela out of fear of sanctions. Uruguay, same thing, cutting ties out of fear of sanctions. How many others are going to be bullied? And which ones are going to say, you know what? Got your back. Got your back, buddy. And stand up to the bully. These parasitic politicians in D.C. are no different than a bully in the schoolyard. You gotta stand up to them. And you gotta be consistent. Now, I look forward to reading your thoughts about Venezuela situation with DC going after him. The grid report. I will find it and put it back on here, okay? Because it's very interesting. Really need to read it. And remember, the biggest threat to us is not Russia. It's not China. It's not even Iran. It's these politicians. These parasitic politicians. They're in our government. They're in Israel's government. They're definitely in Saudi's government. In the meantime, like, subscribe, comment, share, please. Let's really start looking at preparing ourselves and start asking critical questions. Saturday will be our first live stream from 4 to 6. Look forward to meeting you.